Hey, Taco here. The other day I went out and it was really windy and gusty at first, so I just put on my paramotor and I did some walking around and even some jogging. And when I mentioned this to the people on Facebook, of course, all the Facebook experts started saying I was wasting my time. But I remember watching a YouTube video called "The Four Pillars of Paramotoring," and one of the pillars was making sure that you're used to moving around with the motor, that you can carry the weight and all that. So that's what I was trying to do. So I'm going to keep doing some of that, walking around with my motor, kind of a light jog, just getting used to the weight and balance of the thing on my back, even without the glider. And so then I set my glider up. And like I said at first, it was really windy and gusty, but it died down to it, and it would go from gusting to almost nothing, and it kept switching directions on me. So first off I thought I would do some hand kiting. And it's kind of funny because when I'm backing up hand kiting, that looks like it's directly over my head, not kind of half falling down. So I figured I'd give that a try because I got dragged one time, or almost dragged one time when it was gusty, and I didn't want to repeat that. So I've become a little bit leery of windy days and windy situations. Finally got to the point where I thought I could give it a good run, and this one actually, although it looks kind of nasty, I was really starting to get the shoulder feel of, hey, you need to go to the right, you need to move to the left. The wind was so trashy, it provided some interesting situations. I tried to jump off the ground a little bit right there, which wound up bad. I pulled brake and jumped, and then when I stopped, I didn't check the surge, and it just flopped down kind of all over me. But I ran out of space. That fence off to the left got in my way. So then I tried some more hand kiting, and it was a little bit gusty here and there, and I was worried about that soccer goal right there to my right. Started feeling like I was doing okay with it, but again, the wind just kept shifting directions. And what you're not seeing is almost every time I would set the glider up, the wind would shift on me. So it went from a steady 6 miles an hour, dropping real quickly to almost nothing, and then coming back up and shifting directions a lot. And I'm still a little bit leery after my third day of practice, or my third hour of practice, where it was started at 4 miles an hour and was gusting to like 10 and almost dragged me. So I'm trying to get over that fear of the wind. What you don't see here is actually, it's pretty funny. About 20 minutes after this video, I pack everything up and I go home. A gust front comes through and 25 mile an hour winds and 0.2 of an inch of rain per hour. Just insane.